Hey, Juice Heads, how the hell are you? I'm a man of my word, like the Joker, right? I say I'm going to do something, I fucking do it. And I've been slacking on the podcast lately, so we're going to get our numbers back up. Welcome to What's Trending, episode 38. We got some nice, relevant topics for you. I sort of revamped the show because it started off as what was trending on Twitter. But like I said here, we don't believe in Jack Dorsey's bullshit, right? But we do like to see what he wants to be trending, what the algorithms want to be trending. So we will go back and revisit that. We will hash some of that stuff out. And since I started the show, I've been taking a little bit of a liking to TikTok. Fucking TikTok. So China, you're welcome for all the fucking data you got from. God, I must spend fucking at least 10 hours a day flipping through that shit. I mean, we see it on the other podcasts. I mean, I have a whole other podcast just because of fucking TikTok. I took a trip to Florida just because of fucking TikTok. It's unbelievable. So, China must know everything there is to know about me besides the FBI here. And I gotta say, it's totally worth it because fucking TikTok's awesome. So we're gonna talk about things trending on these media platforms, and we're not going to veer away from what's trending up here. So today we got a special treat. We're going to just break off into other things that may not be trending on social media, but things you should know about that should be trending with you, the audience. So today we're going to do an declassified document, rather. I was going to say unclassified, but declassified. So YouTube, you can suck my balls, all right? They gave me a strike for using the V card, which I never even fucking talked about on this show once. And that just means I just need to build up some followers. I'm at 56. Thank you. If you'd be so kind, like and subscribe to the channel. It would mean a lot to me. I'd really appreciate it. And who knows, maybe with enough persistence and hard work, I can get to thecomicsgym.com with my boy Nick DiPaolo. That would be my dream come true. Because Lord knows, if anyone watches my videos, I'm not going to get any acting gigs anytime soon. But that's all right. I'm here to have fun. I hope you're here to have fun too. So let's get to it. And big disclaimer. Again, we're going to talk about things like declassified documents in upcoming shows because I've been on Tinder, Bumble, Match, POF, you name it. I've been on it. I've been on it in New York City. I've been on it in North New Jersey. I've been on it in Ireland on vacations. I've been on it in DC. So I have lots of fucking stories about that. That's not for today, but I have a story from some fucking cunt from the other night that is just hilarious. And then the other thing we're going to get into is sometimes there's these things called contradictions in life, and there's this term, I'm not sure if you're familiar with it, it's called selective moral outrage, and we're going to be going through lots and lots and lots of examples of selective moral outrage. So with that said, thank you again for joining us. So what is trending? That's a good fucking question, right? I think that's why we're here. We're here to discuss what's trending, and of course, my man, Logan Paul against my other man, Floyd Money Mayweather. This is going down June 6th. I think they had some sort of presser yesterday. But what's pretty crazy about this, Floyd, this is just an exhibition boxing fight. I think it's going to be on Showtime pay-per-view or however else you can watch it, wink, wink. But what's interesting, Logan Paul just came off that WrestleMania appearance. Lord knows how much they paid him to do. He did like a couple vignettes. He showed up at SmackDown. He showed up at Mania. Probably made a couple $1,000,000 just doing that. So I think his base pay is $20 million. Floyd's is $100 million, and then I guess there's some sort of profit sharing deal or whatever. But yeah, if you guys need to kill some time besides spending 18 hours a fucking day on TikTok, almost every waking minute, right? Check out this guy's Instagram, Floyd Mayweather. That is, he's got a fucking, he's got a place in Vegas that I've never been to, but I like to check out. It's called the Girl Collection. I'll let you use your imagination as to what that might be. I would probably call it maybe a high-end Hooters or maybe somewhat of a strip club. But how do you... The name alone is just hilarious. The Girl Collection, man. Don't we all wish we had a girl collection? Especially you fucking married men out there and you fish-eating dykes. But let's see. This is from CBS News. They wrote a whole big article on the I guess there was a little bit of a scuffle at the press conference yesterday. Blah 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 blah. It was a spectacle. Went viral. They're on a promotional tour. I mean, it's going to be a real fighting exhibition. But this is no different than Conor McGregor shit, which is no different from what Chael Sonnen used to do, Chael Sonnen, WWE type stuff, which is right up my fucking alley. So look, these guys know how to put asses in seats, and in this case, in 2021, getting people to buy their fucking fight. You know, there's so many people that hate Floyd Mayweather. There's so many people that hate Logan Paul. So there's going to be a lot of people, not just some people. There's going to be a lot of people to watch one of these guys get their fucking asses kicked. Probably won't happen. I guarantee you they go at it a little bit, but no one's going to get hurt. I'd be surprised if someone got hurt. And here's the tale of the tape. Obviously, Mayweather's about 18 years older and 49 more fights. But this is an exhibition, so no matter what happens, this is not going to go against his record. Logan Paul's a pretty big dude, 6'2". Wait, am I reading that right, though? He fucking 131st, 8 pound. I have no idea what the fuck that means. But if the guy is 6'2", he's probably weighing about, he looks like he's about $185, because he's totally lean. I mean, I probably weigh about a deuce, and I could be leaner. And I'm working on it. I'm working on it, folks. I gotta tighten up for the camera, like they say. Like, what was that movie? Knocked Up. You gotta tighten. So I am working on that. So hopefully, if nobody else notices, at least I notice when I watch these fucking things back, motherfucker. And I gotta cut down on my use of motherfucker. You know, it's gotta be a special motherfucker. Hey, happy motherfucking Mother's Day coming up on Sunday. What are your plans, folks? Let me know in the comments, huh? All right. So that's going to be fun. That's going to be a fun one to watch. What do we got next? Oh, trending. I forgot to mention the last topic was actually trending on Twitter. Also trending on, not on Twitter, on TikTok, my favorite social media platform. Hashtag hate is a virus. And I really don't know about this Asian hate stuff. They say words are hateful. And when I was a kid, we used to say sticks and stones or whatever. But let's call a spade a spade. There's been some Asians in New York getting the shit kicked out of them. But all the news I've seen and all the video I've seen, it's all black on yellow violence. And I'm not saying that there's no white people in this country beating up Asian people. I'm not saying that at all. Okay? I'm not a white supremacist. I don't defend the Ku Klux Klan. I didn't eulogize a chapter leader like our president Joe Biden did. Yeah, that's not me. But the overwhelming statistics actually point to black on yellow crime, and it just doesn't get reported on. Blah 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 blah. And again, we know what they mean when they use the word hate. They're just saying fucking whitey is racist, especially if you're like me. If you're a straight white Christian male, you're the fucking devil. And just like I was saying, where I've been on these dating apps where I've used them, I've been to fucking Florida. I've been to Boston. I've been to L.A., San Francisco, San Diego, Vegas, Virginia, all up and down the East Coast. The only state I've really never been to, I've been to Chicago. I've been to fucking Cleveland. I just never really been to Texas, out of, you want to say the relevant states or whatever. But I just haven't seen these Ku Klux Klan gatherings. I guess maybe I've just been going to the wrong fucking states. But that's what these people keep doing. They keep insinuating if you fucking have a mind of your own. It's not even about leaning right of center anymore. It's just about if you have your own opinions and you think for yourself, you're a white fucking devil. That's all this is code for, by the way. Because I just don't see the Asian hate. As a matter of fact, I fucking love Asians. And they're starting to get more roles in Hollywood because as much as Harvard fucking hates Asians, why don't they protest Harvard for Asians being too smart at math or whatever? But I see more Asians than ever on fucking TV. When I grew up, Margaret Cho had a show that All American Girl I thought was pretty funny. Hopefully she sees this and follows me back because she does follow me on Twitter, folks. So kind of a big deal here, whether you realize it or not. But I mean, how many hateful pieces of shit are there really in this country? I really want to know. I'm not saying they're not out there. I am not saying they're not out there. I just want to know where the fuck they are, where they gather, so I could drop by and go undercover, do a little Project Veritas on their fucking ass. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm colorblind when it comes to race. I don't care where you're from. I don't care what your heritage is. If you're in America, I hope you would want to be an American. That's my fucking hope. But that's not the case. That's not where the politics want it to go. They want the salad bowl, right? They want everything. They want all the ingredients mixed in the bowl to stay the ingredients. They don't want a melting pot. The concept of this country as founded was to be a melting pot. You go look at New York City. That's actually kind of like a melting pot. I mean, it's a shithole now. But when it was working, and it was working well, it was a nice little melting pot. And that's why they used to call it the capital of the world, because pretty much the whole world was represented there, and it was the biggest city in the world at one time. And it's sad what a shithole it's become. But hey, you could thank the residents, because they're the ones that vote the people in that run the city. So good job, residents. You get the juice round of applause. Instead of the double barrel thing, that's Bongino's thing. You know what I mean? I gotta start being a little original. So you get the official juice golf clap. Residents of New York City. And by the way, that's where a lot of this Asian hate is going on too. Where, like I said, it's mostly black on yellow. Nothing like drinking water out of a jug. Whew, I feel like a juice head. All right. What else about this topic? I was going to go into Maxine Waters, but I don't even want to talk about that filthy James Brown wannabe fucking cunt. I was told to stop saying cunt so much too, but it's my fucking show. Oh boy, there goes my 2 viewers. I'm sorry, I won't say cunt anymore. I really mean it. But definitely not a see you next Tuesday. Oh, what a doll. What a doll with a great set of tits that can put you in a fucking Kimura lock. And oh, God. Gina Carano. Yeah, Star Wars Day was, hashtag Star Wars Day was trending on my favorite platform, TikTok. But, I got to be honest. I'm just so tired of Star Wars. I watched The Mandalorian a little bit. I heard it's a great show because you got Jon Favreau running things there as opposed to that, I won't say the C word, but that Kathleen Kennedy. I mean, you could pretty much interchange the C word with Kathleen Kennedy. You know what I mean? The Force is female. Go fuck yourself. The Force is genderless. Why? I don't understand why everything has to be so anti-male, so anti-white. They're talking about doing a black Superman. And folks, a black Superman exists in the comics. I read these comics. I know these things. Maybe I'll talk about it on an episode one day. But it's not Kal-El from Earth 1. Kal-El from Earth 1 is white. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. And there's plenty of black people that will admit that. And you got J.J. Abrams and that other racist fuck. I can't even pronounce his name, nor do I care how to. Because he's just a racist fucking piece of shit. Warner Brothers apparently is fast-tracking that fucking shit show. So, good luck with that. They have gold in their hands with the fucking Snyderverse. And what do? It's too early to fucking throw my notes up in the air, but whatever I have so far, gone. Because, God forbid, you do something that makes sense, like restore the fucking Snyderverse. Now you're going to do, you hire J.J. Abrams, by the way, who destroys everything, and they just cut him a check for fucking $500 million. I get the fuck out of here. So, as far as Gina Carano goes, they hired her back on The Mandalorian, which is great. It's phenomenal. It's phenomenally great news. But I'm hearing that there's instant regret at Lucasfilm. But hey, fuck them too. If I was the man I was 5 years ago, I can't even say what I would do because YouTube will give me a strike. How you doing? So that's that. What's our next topic, folks? We got a couple left for you. We're getting down to the nitty gritty here. But the last two are pretty juicy, I got to tell you. So Bloomberg, which I'm no fan of, the guy, the channel, or the fucking, is it a newspaper, a magazine, website, whatever the fuck it is, I certainly don't care about it. I don't find it to be relevant at all. the guy's another phony Republican. Again, I have this theory, and a lot of people don't disagree with it, that a lot of these fucking Republicans out there are just failed Democrats that couldn't win a primary as a Democrat, so they run as a Republican. I mean, this asshole was putting limits on how much soda you could fucking buy, or the container, the size of the soda container, or whatever. Like that's the biggest fucking problem you got in New York City. And then he wanted to fucking run for president. He was the first one out, I think, after fucking Kamala Harris. And that's a fact, YouTube. So you can fact check that all you want. Kamala Harris was the first one out at a whopping 0% of her own fucking base. All right. So, anywho, this guy, Jamie Dimon, who is the CEO of JPMC, obviously a huge deal to be CEO of that company. His opinion on raising taxes, just throwing money, it doesn't work. And I couldn't agree more. Why do people think that raising taxes is a good thing? First of all, it's more money out of your pocket. In my opinion, taxation is theft to begin with. The government never does anything productive with it. They spend money so irresponsibly. What about instead of raising taxes, you cut fucking spending? Oh, we can't have that. You can't. Oh my God. Can you imagine if the government actually fucking cut spending? But I love what this guy Jamie Dimon had to say. I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly. He said he would want an itemized list on what the taxes would go towards, because Biden's proposed trillions of dollars in spending on infrastructure, which we did a whole show on, and social projects. That's really what it is. It's more social projects than infrastructure. And he wants to increase tax on the wealthy, which, again, where do you draw the line on that? Because in New Jersey, $400,000 a year really isn't that wealthy. Your property taxes here could be fucking $40,000 a year. All right? And this is all after you already paid your fucking taxes. I'm talking about $400,000 pre-tax. It's really not that much money here. Not that I make anything fucking near that just yet. But it's insane. It's insane. We talked about that infrastructure bill. And by the way, I was visiting I have like a fucking 105-year-old grandmother. Shout out to Grandma from Mother's Day. She always has the fake news on. And I'm in the kitchen in the other room, and I hear the fake news from where she is. And they're talking about like these evil evil Republicans that don't want to approve this infrastructure bill and help communities that are crumbling. And they don't mention it's like a fucking $7.5 trillion bill, or I did a show on it. I forgot the numbers, to be honest with you. But it was something like it was at least a $5 trillion bill. And something like 5 to 6% of it actually went to bridges, roads, and tunnels. And you know where the rest of the money went? It went to shit like the new Green Deal and fucking, and social programs and shit. And just get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I met that chick in Florida. She's actually pretty cool. Too bad I blacked out. Me? Nah, no way. All right. And so, like I said, we're going to change things up a little bit here on what's trending. So, the show, obviously, we're going back to what actually is trending on social media and what's trending out there. But I'm also going to talk about, I'm not going to totally abort what's trending up here, because there's a lot of useful shit up here that I think you should know about. And so, if you've never heard of Project Mockingbird, that's what's trending with me today. And it's just something I want to share with you. And YouTube, by the way, if you're listening, if you have AI bots listening, if the FBI is watching, you guys could fucking suck my balls, because this is declassified, and this is literally copied and pasted notes that I prepared from an official government website. All right? So all you fucking thought police out there can fucking, you can just really, I have an itchy asshole. You wanna help me out with that? So here's Project Mockingbird. All right. Let's see. And this is verbatim from the declassified document. So basically, I'm going to sum it for you. The CIA was in bed with the media, and they were putting out messaging for the media to fucking put out to the people. So they were basically rigging the media. That's the summary of what it is. But let me read some of the shit to you from an actual declassified document. All right. So suck my balls, YouTube. According to and this is from the 70s, by the way, this document, but here we go. According to an undated and unsigned Melchorandum. Some of the spelling's fucked up. I think they mean memorandum. Mockingbird file, routine review of the daily syndicated column of Redacted and Redacted in early 1962 developed indications that classified information, sometimes code word material, was being utilized as the basis for a percentage of their columns, and much of the information in the columns, the wording on here is really fucking stupid. It was apparent that key points were frequently direct quotes from classified reports and summaries of recent vintage. Blah, 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 blah. According to Tab 1, Project Mockingbird was extremely productive in developing sources of data, both classified and unclassified, to the newsroom. These sources are listed in Tab 1 and Tab 3. It is not clear from the record whether all of blah, 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 termination of those winning comments, these sources were, it's written fucking stupid. It's probably so you can't understand it, but these sources were identified through the telephone tap. A detailed analysis of the surveillance logs might, however, resolve this question. The files contain transcripts of telephone taps, but there are no indication of any formal reports attributable to the transcripts being prepared for forwarding to higher authority, with the possible exception of the attached memoranda. Alright? What the fuck? This is real. This is real. And there's one more section I'm going to read for you. Sources of information of all sorts used by Redacted can be generalized as follows. Redacted, blah, 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 blah. The Speaker of the House, members of the Senate and the House of Representatives, congressional staff members, members of the news media, employees and staff members of the White House, the Department of State, the Department of Defense, the Agency for International Development, basically the whole executive branch, basically everybody but the Supreme Court, Office of the Vice President, blah, 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 lobbyists, miscellaneous others, so who the fuck knows what that means, federal officers. So this is basically just telling you that the whole swamp and the media are fucking like this. They're one thing. They're one thing. So when all you fucking Trump haters out there used to call Fox News state-run media, well, doesn't this prove that all media is state-run media? And it makes me just absolutely disgustingly sick. I need another swig out of my jug, like a fucking big juju over here. God damn it. But yeah, that's Project Mockingbird, and it's incredible, and it's fucking scary, to be honest with you. It's scary enough that the feds were here looking for me from January 6th, which I was nowhere near D.C. on January 6th, and I had the proof. But yeah, I mean, there's no more free speech. There's been really no media since the 70s. They're getting what they wanted now. They want us divided. Because the more divided we are, the more these fucking people stay in power and keep their fucking livelihoods. The elite fucking swamp rats. But I'm going to leave you with that, juice heads. Anyway, it's Friday. I just wanted to fucking give you some information. Maybe I should have done that one first and saved the Floyd Mayweather shit for last to leave you guys on a good note for the weekend. But it's fucking Friday, or as we say, Friday. And we'll catch you guys next time on What's Trending. Thanks again for joining us. And maybe we'll come back maybe tomorrow, maybe Sunday. We'll see. But thanks for joining me. And like I said, if you'd be so kind, please hit that like, subscribe button. Really goes a long way, and I really appreciate it. All right. Thanks, juice heads, and peace the fuck out.